looks nice.
You proud of yourself? Would you send someone to an event like this?
Wait, let's see that energy.
Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Gugu and I'm here with the love of my life,
Kearabilwe and Lozi.
and we are
your favorite queer couple.
So today what we're doing is Kearabilwe is recreating a look that I did, and we're doing it because the look made it onto the NYX Cosmetics page. They posted the picture and it was really cool, it was really exciting, and Kearabilwe was more excited than me. I mean, I was really excited, it's really dope, but she was so excited, and then she came up with the idea that she should recreate the look. So for those who don't know, I'm a part-time makeup artist, self-taught makeup artist, and I used to do people's makeup before, you know, Corona.
Crazy.
So every time I go to clients, she always comes with me, and she's like my little assistant, supportive girlfriend. So she does see a few things that I do.
Yes.
So we need to see, does she actually have what I'm doing? Can she recreate the looks? So we'll put the picture right there, and you guys will see the look that she's trying to recreate, and then at the end you guys should comment and say whether she recreated it properly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And all of this.
How confident are you?
Oh wow. I think like my confidence level, like I feel like I can pass, but I don't know if I'll be invited to prize giving. Do you get what I mean? Like.
Oh, okay, all right. So you will get to the next grade,
Yes,
but you're not getting a certificate.
Yeah,
okay.
no,
That's fine.
Like, you know, like when they just said like you've graduated, they don't say with distinction.
Yeah.
No,
you just graduated, and that's all that matters. But yeah, I've already done my base, as you can see.
I did not touch anything.
No. Shouldn't do this base. Please don't think that she's doing the most. I've already done my base. Obviously, foundation, concealer, powder, brows, all of that. So she just has to do the eyeshadow and everything about the eyes, like the eyeshadow, the mascara, and the eyelashes, the fake lashes. So we'll see how she does.
Yeah, and all of this while we will be answering the rest of the questions that you guys sent us on Instagram.
Yeah. So we're answering questions as well.
Yes.
And yeah, let's start.
Yeah. Oh, and we are eating this nice.
We're just having a fruit salad.
Yeah.
You know, it's a Sunday afternoon. You know, we're living our lives. Okay.
Good lifestyle, guys. Okay, so while we are doing this, I am allowed to ask Gugu 3 questions. Remember,
she has 3 clues, like if she gets confused or she needs to answer.
Yes.
But like she needs to ask something,
Yeah. So Gugu used her look was called Sunset, right?
It was like a sunset eyeshadow look, yes.
Yes, inspired by that.
Yeah, inspired by the sunset.
Yes. Before I even start, I'm just gonna use my first clue.
No.
Yes, I can.
Oh, really?
You can't tell me when I can use
Do
my
you,
clue.
boo?
Yeah.
Can I just show them the eyeshadow palette though?
Yes.
The Off Tropic NYX, also another Off Tropic NYX, and then there is this BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil. I don't know if you can see. Take Me to Brazil eyeshadow palette. It has so many beautiful shadows, and then the Off Tropic ones are also really pretty. Like they're really bright. There you can see that, and then there's this one also. Yeah, cool. This one as well. I use that one as well. The NYX Swear by It.
Okay, and then also the lip stuff.
No, this is mascara. Oh wow.
But this is lipstick.
I really am not sure if my face is gonna look nice, but
But you know what? I back myself, and all I'm saying is, Michale, watch out, girl. I'm coming.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, my first question, and me pulling in my first thing is, which brush do I use?
For eyeshadow?
Yeah.
It depends what you're doing.
So the first layer.
What's the transition? That's what you're calling it. The transition color.
Okay.
You can
No, the first one. Like number 1. that I'm
What's
putting
number
on.
1 where?
Like you see now you have nothing, right?
Uh-huh.
So the first color that I want to put
But
on.
where you putting it?
On the eye, at the top.
Yeah, but there's different. Exactly, there's this crease, then there's this transition part. Like, what are you talking
Okay,
about?
show me.
So no, I'm not showing you anything. I'll just show you the brush. If you wanna do like transition, like here, you see, you use that.
Okay, and then
if you, that's it. That's your one question. She tried to trick me, honey. That's it.
Okay, cool. So let's get started. You can start asking the questions.
Okay, great. First question is, what is the first thing you'll do when lockdown ends in South Africa? For me, the first thing I'll do, because I miss it so much, is going to restaurants. I know we can already go to restaurants, but I haven't been going just because I'm not trying to catch nothing. So I'm excited to go to restaurants and feel like safe and, just go to restaurants, eat, honey, drink. That's the first thing I'll do.
Okay. So what I'm going to start doing...
What's the first thing you'll do, sis?
The first thing that I would do, I'd like to travel, like go to a nice Airbnb. I know we can already do that, but not yet for us personally. But go to a nice Airbnb, maybe hit up Zimbali side of
Okay,
you know,
maybe
the
use this brush because it's cleaner.
Oh, okay.
Like this one looks like I used it in this color still.
That's why I chose it, because I was like, it looks like this color.
No, but the
Alright,
wrong color.
so how I'm going to start out, step number 1 for an eye, if anyone is watching, is I'm going to do this part.
Okay, just do it. Just show them, just do
I'm gonna do this part.
Yes.
Okay? And I will be using this color here, the pink one.
Did you look at the look?
Yes.
What part are you doing?
Dude, relax.
Okay, it's fine.
Face. Thank you.
Okay. Next question is, what does your individual 5-year plan look like? What a hectic question, first of all. 5-year plan, yo.
Okay, so I'm currently in my 25th year of living. So meaning in 5 years time, I'm gonna be 30, right? So I think academically, it would be to continue my studies a bit more. Are we sure about this palette, babe?
But that's why I told you. I asked you to. I'm not the makeup artist. Yeah. I need to. Remember, I asked her and then she was like, relax. I was like, let me relax. I'm relaxed.
Let me do it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think.
Can I just give you one more clue? Even though you don't ask for it.
Okay.
I just feel like if you saw the look, wasn't there yellow here?
Yes, there was.
But then why are you using red?
Is this red? I thought it's orange.
But like yellow and orange are still not the same. This is, first of all, it looks like a reddish. But why are you using that if you saw that it's yellow?
That's I thought it starts with yellow and then the other colors on top. Am I right?
But then why aren't you using yellow?
Because you said there's a different brush for thingy. Okay, it's fine. Okay, remove this thing. Let's start. Okay.
This is a mess. What's happening? This is your second clue. She asked for a second clue. She doesn't know how to start, so this is her second clue. So just use this brush. I'm gonna give you that for free. Or this one.
Okay.
And use. See.
Yes.
This is a lot.
Okay.
Use this color.
Yeah,
See,
that
this
is the color.
This yellow.
Yeah.
Orange. Exactly.
Yeah.
But you could have done that yourself.
Okay.
You could have seen that.
Okay.
There.
All right.
Okay.
So my 5-year plan, number 1, right? It is to academically finish and qualify in the career that I have chosen for my life. So that's number 1. Number 2 is to enjoy bophelo, guys. Like I wanna, eat my 20s, drink them got teaspoon and really savor every moment. So that is traveling, exploring, and then maybe attaining a few assets here and there along the way.
Here and there along the way.
But not like the assets that I attain shouldn't be assets that tie me down to a specific place. Like if I want to move somewhere, I need to be able to move, and B, they shouldn't be expensive to a point where now I can't travel, now I can't be whatever, because that is my main priority, is exploring the world and then qualifying in my profession. If I can do that in the next 5 years, I'll be extremely happy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, what's my 5-year plan? Okay, I am still studying, so my plan is to finish studying in terms of studying full-time, because you never really finish studying. Finish studying full-time, obviously work, and then, but also my plan is similar to Michelle's. Like I really want to travel with the love of my life, honey. I want to travel. So I want to travel. Like I feel like I have traveled a bit with family, but it's never the same as traveling with like your person, obviously, because that's like adult traveling. Traveling with parents is like you're still a child. So I want to travel like adult traveling. I want to just improve in my craft. So I do want to do makeup more. Like I genuinely love makeup, and it's like my creative outlet. So I still want to do makeup in terms of just do makeup more, improve my craft, have fun with it, make money. What else do I want to do? Also, like Kearabilwe, I want to qualify in my profession. But is that 5 year? Is that 5 years? Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it is. I was just counting there. And then what else is my... I want to get a car.
Oh, yes, girl.
I hope my parents are watching, and I hope they're just getting me that car. But I want to get a car just in terms of, I just feel like it's going to make life more convenient, obviously.
It really will.
For now, Michelle drives me everywhere. I'm sorry, Kearabilwe drives me everywhere, and I'm enjoying that. But I just want to achieve that. And also, the reason I still don't drive yet is because my anxiety... I really have I have driving anxiety. Is that a thing? I think so.
I think it is.
I have driving anxiety. So for the longest time, I haven't been able to get my license because, like, honestly, being in the car and driving gives me so much anxiety. So if I do get my license and I get a car, I feel like that will be an achievement for me, and that will genuinely be like a breakthrough in terms of, So yeah, I think so. I think I've said enough, honey.
Yeah, so it's traveling, picking up asses lana la manutopa lana, and then just joy, attaining those, worldly,
having fun. I also want to have fun.
Yeah.
I want to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, like drinking 20s like this teaspoon, honey. Yeah, that's us.
Yeah. And also, I think one of my plans, I want to do something nice for my grandparents. Like, I want to do one nice thing for them. Yeah. Even if it's not like big, but something.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's like just like taking them on like a 3-day holiday.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I think that'll make me really happy. Yeah.
But this thing is always so powdery, babe.
Yeah, some palettes are really powdery, so you just have to work with what you have, honey. The next question is, what activities do y'all do to maintain individuality?
It's a good question, guys. Hey, you guys can set exam papers.
Oh wow. What activities do? I do makeup. Obviously, that's my thing. That's not our thing. I do makeup. I read. Guys, when someone asks you this, sometimes you start thinking, am I boring? The thing is, we do a lot of things together. But alone. Yeah. I cook. I do makeup. Yeah. That's what I do.
Okay. Well, for me, firstly, what do you think of the first layer?
I don't mind it. I don't hate it.
You don't hate it? Okay, that's good. I'm done. I'm kidding.
That's it. You could really go out like this. You just need a bit of mascara.
Yeah, then you're good.
Yeah.
All right. So then, before I answer that question, I would just like to present Gugu's first layer. All right, close your eyes, babe. So this is the first layer, which is like a sunset vibe. So it's somebody, orange yellow on the sides as the sun is setting. Now the next one is a more a warmer tone, right? So we're going for a more like orangey pinky vibe.
Oh.
So waibo,
orangey pinky. All right.
Yeah, so that's what the next one is going to be.
All right.
So for the next red, yellowy, like a warmer tone than this one, because we're building, you understand? I will be using from their
BH Cosmetics.
BH Cosmetics, right? And Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and I will be using this color. I don't know its name, but that's the color that I'll be using.
It doesn't have a name. It's
all right.
Yeah.
And then do we use the same brush? I don't think so, because you want a fresh a fresh look. Or you can just clean your brush.
Use this brush.
So I'm swapping my brushes around to do the second layer.
Yeah.
But definitely what I then do in my spare time, or to maintain my individuality, which I like that.
Why is your accent changing just because you're a makeup artist now? What's going on?
It is what it is. I'm channeling my inner Kia, you know, the feminine side.
The
you know
makeup
what I mean?
artist gal.
Yeah. So, as I was saying, can you please close, babes?
Okay, my eyes are already closed. But okay.
So I jog. This brush is
Babe, that's not where that goes. Did you look at the picture, my love?
So this is an orange. Okay, so this one is this side. Okay, got it. So for what I do to maintain individuality is that I jog. Right? So I wish I had a ruler just to cut it in half, but okay. So I jog, and yeah, that is mostly what I do. So I'll jog, I'll read. I like reading. I like listening to like political or like African history podcasts. I used to like play sports as well. So I'd play like sports. Like I'd go maybe like I'll play soccer. Oh yeah, just like something sporty that will keep me going. But for now, what I can say is jogging, and then it's listening to my podcasts and 702 while working. So what happened is Gugu gave me a brilliant tip, you know, because she's that teacher. She's that tattling, you know. No, that tutor, sorry. That will slide you, yeah. So it wasn't working out. Like I couldn't get the colors to pop, the different colors to pop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my LA Girl
you don't have to say the
Pro
brand name,
Concealer.
Yes.
And then I'm going to cut the crease.
Yes.
So
I taught her that word.
For those who don't know what cutting the crease is, it's just you take this brush and then you do it on top.
Okay, make sure there's concealer in it. Just try take it out a bit.
Oh, is that what you gave me? And then
Yeah, you can try cut.
from here.
Yeah, you can use other brushes, but you're just a beginner, so use that one. It's fine.
Okay, so I'm cutting the crease. Can you please close your eyes?
The next question is, where do y'all see yourselves as a couple in 5 years?
Mara guys.
These are so serious. I think we'll be living together. Like permanently living together. I mean, we're together now, we're living together now, but that's a long story, whatever. Like permanently living together. 5 years, maybe have more plants than right now. A few more plants, maybe a puppy. And that's it. Like a bigger space. We'll be living in a bigger space, I feel like. Definitely. So basically, bigger space, puppy, plants.
Have traveled more.
Just And in 5 years, I would imagine that like more of our family members are kind of involved in our lives in terms of as a couple.
Yes, definitely. So for me, adding on to what Gugu said, I would also like, as she said, like maybe like the family brayana, you know, maybe like a vacay away with our parents together if they're down for that. But in 5 years' time, Gugu and I would then have been together for...
This is the cleanest cut of the crease I've ever seen.
Yes!
I'm being sarcastic, but it's...
Wow.
It's so messy, the lines aren't straight. But it's fine.
It's fine.
It can all be fixed. It's fine.
It's fine.
Okay, carry on.
Right, so now I'm going back to now doing the second one, and I'm putting in the red.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so it would be... Whatever Gugu said, we'd be together for 10 years. So I see us like more grounded as well in who we are. And not only, I think our relationship will not only be about us. And in that sense, I feel like we'd be more comfortable with bringing in more people, even people that aren't like blood family. You get what I mean? Like,
so what, like friends?
Yeah, and just like maybe having a young queer kid out there that we helping to come out or something like that.
I didn't know we were gonna do. I didn't know we were gonna do that.
Voila.
How do the next question is, how do y'all feel about labels in the gay community?
Like what type, like star, like, or just...
I think just all of them in general.
Yeah.
The person was not specific, so I guess maybe like, like maybe stud, maybe this one is a femme,
bottom, this one is a top.
Bottom top, this one is lesbian, this one is pansexual, this one is this, that, and this. Okay, I feel like it all depends on the person. So if someone introduces themselves to you, or they say to you that this is a label that they prefer and this is the label that makes them feel comfortable and the one that they resonate with, then yes, use that label on them, right? But if someone's never explicitly told you that that's the label that they want you to put on them, then I don't think it's okay to put it on people. Like if someone says this label resonates with me and this is how I feel and this is what feels most right, then it's like, that's fine. But if you're just constantly putting it on the person and they feel like you're boxing them and they don't like then don't do that. Then don't do that. The thing with labels, I feel like it just ask.
Yeah, just ask.
Yeah. It's about the person that you're labeling, whether it's okay or not.
Yeah.
So like for the longest time, I think I didn't want to be labeled as bisexual because I didn't feel like it fit. So I would say I'm fluid, right? And then eventually, like as I progressed into myself, I realized pansexual fits for me more, and I resonate with that more. So that's the label I would want. So like if someone had to come to me and be like, you're bisexual, I'd be like that's not okay with me. You know what I'm saying? Just because you feel like I'm bisexual.
Yeah, that's true.
And some people don't want any labels at all. Like they're just queer and they don't want you to now be specific or try to, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my take.
But I mean, I can be a devil's advocate there a bit and say that like when, especially in the queer space, right? I think with some people need a label so that they know who they're dealing with. Yeah, I'm gonna do who they're dealing with. You know? Like
I think they have a place in society. Labels that they're important because then they kind of, you know, someone's specific experience. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yes. And you also know then what you can expect from that person, what the interactions are going to be. Do you get what I mean? Like it's very different if I'm dating someone who identifies as a lesbian as opposed to someone who identifies as a bisexual or a pansexual, because I know that with you, in our experiences, when we engage and whatever, your history might be different to someone else. Your expectations of me are driven by your experiences and stuff like that. But I am not comfortable with the sub labels. Like now within the gay community there's a bottom and a top. Now within the lesbian community there's a star, there's a femme, there's a what. But I think
but what if someone is comfortable with being called a bottom?
Like they literally
when they're like, oh, I'm a bottom when they're dating. They want it to be known because they're trying to tell you this is what I'm gonna expect. I'm gonna expect to be a bottom.
No, that's fine. I think that's fine. I think my issue within those labels is that, like, or labeling in general, that it hinders people from being who they want to be in that
because
moment.
It gets generalized. It's like, because yesterday I saw someone who told me they were bottom that looked like this. If you look like that person, I'm gonna call you a bottom. But it's like, I didn't say I was. Just that person said they were. But I also think labels are important if you're talking about specific issues. Like if you're talking about trans issues, then it's important because
there's time and place.
You're talking about that issue and that specific group of people. I don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense.
But I think what we're trying to say is that, listen, like everything can be good or bad. And the thing is that with labels and putting them onto people can be a form of weaponizing and putting some people in certain boxes that they don't want to be put in, and that's wrong. Right? But there's certain times when issues come up that we do need those labels so that we understand that, okay, when we are going to protest or when we're whatever, we are protesting for these specific type of people, so that everyone knows that, listen, it's not your time so and so, it's so and so's time. You know what I mean? Okay, so this is the eyes, right? So after I put on the red, so Gugu, what do you think of it so far?
I don't hate it. I don't, for some reason, the pigment isn't as intense as when I do it. I'm not sure why.
Okay.
But you're learning, so it's fine. Okay. But I don't hate it. I think it's blended quite well. I mean, there could be more blend. Oh, honey, that blend. Never mind. You know what? You can fix it at the end.
And then I was thinking, no, let me get the colors on, and then setting, get the final touch. One first time.
Okay, the next question is, do you want children? If yes, adoption or surrogacy? Good question. And personal question. We're talking about it. We always talk about it, by the way.
It always comes up, yeah.
We talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
So, to answer your question, we do want... This is actually such a complicated answer. Yeah. Sometimes we want children, sometimes we don't. Like, personally, sometimes I want them, sometimes I don't. That's your crease color.
Yeah.
So the complicated answer is that sometimes we want children, sometimes we don't. Personally, I do want to get pregnant one day, just for that. I want to experience that feeling. But I know I can always be someone else's surrogate. Like, I don't have to be a parent to do that. So, but in terms of genuinely, do I want to be a parent? I take that very seriously and I think about it often. And as much as I would love to bring a life into this world and to experience being a parent and experience loving someone and all those beautiful things, I also think about the worlds that I'm bringing them in. Like, do I want to bring them in a world like this? Like, if you genuinely analyze the world we live in, you're like, oh my, what is this place? Like, there's just so much going on. And I often think about, like, do I really want to bring them into this world? Like, they deserve so much better. So much better. So because of that, that's obviously like a no. I don't want to bring them here. But at the same time, like, I just want to do, like, in terms of I believe in, like, the universe and energies. Like, I want to really see, like, am I meant to be a parent in terms of, like, the universe and my destiny and my purpose and all that stuff. Like, am I meant to be a parent? Because I feel like there are a lot of parents that were not meant to be parents, and honestly, you can tell. And people just are traumatized by their childhoods because of that. So yeah, like, most of the time I want to be one, and then not even most. 50% of the time I don't want to be one, and then 50% I do. And if we do have children, I am going to carry the children or the child.
So as you can see, the orange is on now. I think I did a far better job with the orange than with the red.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I did a far better job. So I'm gonna try work with the red a bit. So
can you see how your concealer not being straight affected you? Yeah, you see how if it was straight, like this one's a bit more straight. Can you see the difference? Why were you so messy with it though? Like what stopped you from being straight? You don't see that your concealer wasn't straight?
Is that why it's not like popping the same?
No, like if you just do a straight line like this, you did like a wig, like a, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't see that it's not straight.
Yeah, alright. Take a rasa, yeah. So I mean, I'm really indifferent. Like I don't think my life will be sad or gloomy, or I wouldn't have achieved anything or nothing if I don't have kids. Like it's the
same.
Me having kids isn't attached to who I am and me feeling like I've made it in my life. Personally, it's not a big thing. If I add kids, it will be adding on to what I already have. So I would love to have kids, but if it doesn't happen, it's okay. You know, what would drive the kids happening? Well, firstly, my partner wanting to have the kids, because I'm definitely not someone who wants to get pregnant. It's never like enticed me to be like, oh, one day. So never. And then also financially, like, can we afford it? As like me, I want to travel, I want to be happy, and once you have kids, like that really does slow down. So does it come at a time where I'm like, whew, okay, now I can. You know what I mean? But yeah, if like Gugu would like to carry the child, so definitely. But I'm also down for adoption. Like I always thought that if I do have kids, it would be through adopting. And then Gugu said, oh, I would love to be pregnant. Then it was like, oh yeah, sure, great stuff. But I've always been down for adopting.
I feel like if we have more than one child, then we can do it in different ways. We can be a parent in different ways. Like one of the children could be through, me getting pregnant. The other one could be through adoption, like, you know. Next question is...
Yeah, so before we do that, I'm just gonna put on concealer again just to make it straight this time, and then just to allow the color to pop a bit, especially here at the bottom here.
At the bottom? You put in concealer at the bottom?
Yeah, for the eye, for this lower eye part.
You put in concealer under my eye, like this? No, who does that? Yeah, like you put in concealer, yeah.
So that I get it can
I've never done that. I've never, yeah.
Okay, then we
You're gonna hurt my eye, dude.
Okay,
Don't
sorry.
Like, next question is, please share unpopular opinions about queers. It's an interesting one.
From here, honestly, I'm gonna have to say, like, I was watching Jade's video, and she did have one on this, so some of mine also ride on top of this. And I think the biggest one is that that lesbian relationships are like one of the greatest. Like, a lot of people idolize lesbian relationships. Like, oh my gosh, you know, like from one side people like, oh, you guys can commit so quickly, you know, and stuff like that, but without understanding the toxic nature that is also very inherent in lesbian relationships. So I think, like, just because people commit very quickly or people can stay in something for quite a long time, don't idolize it, because there's a lot of toxicness that comes with that. So kind of saying, like, don't idolize lesbian relationships as much as... I always tell Gugu, like, it's all, like, regardless of any relationship, any sexuality, any form, it's still human beings, and human beings
are toxic.
Literally.
Yeah.
So that's my
But I also think we contribute a lot to that narrative of lesbian relationships are perfect.
How? See?
Because we also enjoy people saying that. Like, it's flattering. It's like, yeah, everything's good on this side. We love each other. We commit easily. We meet for 1 week and then we move in together. You know, it's like flattering. But obviously, like, guys, be more realistic. Obviously, there's a lot of... Because I think people in lesbian relationships commit so quickly, there's more room for toxicness. Like, imagine moving in with someone after 1 week. What do you think is gonna happen, huh? No, you tell me what's gonna happen. Obviously, it's gonna be a lot of toxicness. Like, anything that moves too fast, there's issues. There's gonna be issues, you know, that come up because you didn't take it slow. You didn't build that foundation. Blah 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 blah. Ugh, you know what I'm saying? But I mean,
my second one. And this one is I don't know how to express it positively because I'm still dealing with it. But when I started exploring my queerness, you know, people always made it seem like me being this masculine
multitask baby.
Yeah, me being this masculine lady, you know, that it's my job to service the sex of straight women. Like the narrative that lesbian people are always great in bed to each other
as opposed to men,
you know. And I'm not saying
and
it's
the
not
whole
true.
thing of, like, when women are not being satisfied sexually by men, they go to lesbian masculine presenting women, and that's like, it sort of feels like they're objectified and they're just there for sex, basically.
And so that's one opinion that I'm really not. I don't like it. I really don't like it. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's false. I don't know. I've never been with a man then been with a woman, so I don't know. But I think it's...
But also it's probably different.
Exactly. And I think it's very dangerous because for the longest of time, I genuinely feel like when a masculine lesbian, right, steps into the scene and is starting to date, it gets to your head and you always think like that is your main purpose, that is your sole purpose in a relationship. And I think that's very dangerous. And that is an opinion that I need time.
Again, you're being dehumanized now. Because like now you're just here to satisfy the person sexually.
Exactly, yeah. I think this.
But also, are you being satisfied sexually?
You see,
that's also the thing. Because no one ever thinks to satisfy them sexually in return. So they're always those people that satisfy, but they never expect anyone to satisfy them back, which is very.
And I think it feeds also to partly why men get so angry at masculine lesbians, because now people are making them compete when they shouldn't even be be competing. There's nothing that we're competing against, but because the world sees the job of a masculine lesbian as pleasing and whatever, this female, now it seems as if like I think it feeds on to like
so many things, so many
problematic things. It just puts also us at risk. I think.
Okay, the next question is, what's the most irritating thing about staying together? Girl! It's like, there's so many, honey. One thing, what's irritating? I think for me, it's like just in general, like if you live with someone, if you don't feel like being around them, sometimes you are stuck, basically. Not in a bad way, but you just, like, let's say after a fight, if you didn't stay with someone, after a fight, you can get into your car, you can go to your place and cool off, spend some time alone, do some thinking by yourself. But like when you stay with someone, it's like after a fight, you guys have to stay in that space together. And like you feel that negative energy around each other. Obviously festers. It's just like, it further makes the fight more negative. Just because it's like you're here in this space, you're negative, you're passing these negative energies around with each other back and forth, but it's a lot. So it's a lot, and it's like, it would be nice after a fight to just get space. But you don't get that when you stay with your partner. But yeah, that's for me, that's the most irritating thing.
For me, the most irritating thing about staying with someone is, I think when you're with someone all the time, it's difficult to do other things. Like, you can't just be like, sharp, I'm gonna see my friends now, because like y'all are together all of the time. Like, it's weird leaving that person.
Are you just saying you want to leave?
No. No, but it's difficult to even plan. Like, even like having.
Babe, why aren't you using the same brush that you used for this?
Oh,
you're just we are in.
Yeah, so I think like it's difficult. Like even like being like, okay, I'm gonna call my friends now, because your baby is there, you know.
But
what
also
I mean?
you make noise for each other. Like this other time, Michelle was on a phone call with her friend at 11 o'clock at night, which I don't understand. Like there are times where you can talk to your friends, but 11 o'clock at night.
But that's because that's the only time I have free, babe.
Great, whatever. And then I was obviously sleeping because I was tired for some reason, and like I could hear it because we're in an apartment, so obviously
It's not a house.
It's not a house. I can hear it, and that's really irritating because it's like you can't get a break.
Yeah, so I think it's not being able to get a break from someone. Yeah, it's tough. It's not easy. It's not easy, yeah. But it's okay.
I feel like it would be different maybe if we one day got a bigger space. Let's say we lived in a house.
Yeah.
Because now you can kind of get a break. Yeah. But other than that, it's nice.
No, it's very nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a few hiccups here and there. Nothing major.
It's not the greatest. I won't lie. My makeup's not the greatest on Gugu. Can they see, please?
It's not. Oof. It's
You
not
see,
bad.
like,
It's not bad.
It's like, you know when you how cryona. It's already lining. Like I'm not inside the lines. Okay, so now, right, as we're answering the last few questions, I'll be doing the under eye, like those colors.
Yeah.
there.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
We're almost done.
Yeah, no, we're almost done, guys. Yo, I respect you, my baby. Yo.
Really must. What tips do you have for couples when dealing with conflict? My tips are just like for us, what has really helped us. We used to have these really toxic fights that were really like mean, and like there was no objective to the fights. The fight was just to be malicious and to be mean and to hurt the other person because they've hurt you.
Yeah.
And I feel like what has helped us is having more effective fights. Like you have an objective for the fight. Like you're fighting to get the other person to understand you and to communicate to a certain point of view, but to also understand their point of view, to hear their feelings, and stuff like that. And it's like when you go in with that mindset of your objective for the fight, you don't say malicious things, you're not toxic in it, because your objective is to actually come out of it better and to have heard the other person, to have yourself be heard.
Yeah.
I think that's that's the only tip I can give. Like, when you're fighting, have an objective. Don't just fight to fight.
Yeah.
To fight.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Have an objective.
Yeah.
And stick to it.
I think from my side, it is number one would be, and this is from me as well, like I have my tongue is not nice when it's angry. It's very sharp. And it's always be conscious of how your partner's feeling in a fight. Like, don't switch off your empathy for your partner. Don't switch off the love that you have for your partner. Like, read that, and it's something I'm still learning and still working on, because I'm not that great at it. Sometimes I'm really mean. And then secondly, I think is, as Gugu says, like I see wrestling more. When you're fighting with your partner, it's not wrestling. Come with your point, the other person comes with their point, and always be kind. Always be kind. And in the back of your head, whatever you're about to say, make sure that you are adding to the argument, you're not destroying the relationship. So, yeah.
That is important.
All right, so right now we're trying to wrap it up. We've done the look. We've done the bottom of the eye. Gugu helped me a bit by clearing off what again?
I helped a bit with the under eye because she had done it, but she had not really done it.
Yes. And also when it drops,
the fallout, I just kind of put powder and bits, whatever.
Yeah.
And
so what do you think?
You done?
No, I'm left with the eyelashes now.
So you're done with the eyeshadow?
Yes.
You don't feel like blending more? Look at this Okay, it's fine.
Okay, what's a brush to blend?
Like, maybe you could just bring me the one, okay, like this one.
And
I
then
would just kind of blend that out.
Oh, so that it doesn't.
But so that it just like it's just like it's just a
it
proper.
looks like it's fading.
It's just a proper gradient type of thing, and it's not just like, I don't know how to describe it, but it must be blended.
Okay.
It can't just start here.
I see. Let me do that.
Oh my God.
You're right. Woo. Yes, next question while you're getting blended.
Wow. How has the way you deal with conflict changed over the years? So I think it goes with what we just said now. Like, we used to have more toxic fights when we had conflict, whereas now they're more just effective and more just like a discussion, like a passionate discussion. And, as we said, like, it has an objective. So I think that's how it's changed. Like, all the tips we gave before, we never used to apply, basically. That's how it's changed. Like, a fight was just a fight. You were just angry, say whatever you want to say. You storm out. You do really toxic things, basically. But yeah, that's how it's changed over the years. Like, it's obviously taken a lot of time and effort, and
And I think, like, what practical things do we do is that, like, when it gets too heated, we try and stop it. Like, we're like, okay, like, we are comfortable with revisiting an issue. We don't feel like we have to sort it out now. And then I think we've taken each other into consideration. Like, I can sleep when we're not okay. Gugu can't. So what do? I stay up a bit later. But Gugu understands that, okay, we're not going to stay up until 2 a.m. type of vibe.
Do I understand? Working on it.
Yeah. And I think we've changed the language that we use. Like, so I'll let Gugu speak, and then I'll be like, okay, what I am hearing from you is that you would like A, B, C. And then I would tell Gugu that, dude, after I say something to you, I require affirmation. I require you to repeat what you're hearing, so I know that you're hearing me. Not
Yeah, because I do that a lot.
You see, and then I feel like, why? Are you hearing me? Are you agreeing? I need to know.
Because I'm thinking.
You see, I need to know, and say that. I need to know. I hear you. I need to know, okay, I hear you, I'm agreeing. Or I need to know, no, I don't agree, but I see where you're coming. Oh, I need to hear, yes, you are right. You're right about this. Like, I'm that type of person. So also expressing how you need your partner to take in what you're saying is important. And now I think that has helped us more, expressing it, saying, okay, I want this, being direct.
Also, like, knowing your partner's triggers. Like, there are a lot of things that she will say, then I'll just stop her and be like, you can't say that.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah.
Take that one back, honey, because you can't say that. Like, find another way to say what you're saying, basically.
Yes. Yeah.
So, but
maintaining that level of respect.
And knowing your partner's triggers.
Very important.
Yeah. So we've answered all the questions, and this is where we're at with the eye look. Kearabilwe says she's done. You're done. And yeah, so now we're just gonna put on the lashes, and then that's the final look.
Yes. Guys, so we back at it. I've put on the lashes, and this is Gugu's final look. Okay, what do you think, babe?
I just want to ask, how do you feel about this work?
Yeah, I think as a first attempt at doing makeup, I'm very proud of myself. Yes, I'm very
Would
proud.
you send someone to an event like this? Like if I was going to an event right now, would you say, Gugu, you can go?
If it's like a bride with your close
No,
friends.
not a bride. Let's say it's a brand event, you know, I'm gonna be an influencer. And
No, I wouldn't think, because like it says a lot about you, you know. I wouldn't.
But you'd send me to a bride.
Yeah.
At my mom's house.
Yeah.
That's okay, right?
Yeah, a bride's chose because you're with family. But
okay, and then I always top my looks off with a clear gloss, darling.
Yeah, but guys,
And
please comment below. Tell me what you think. If you're someone who's never done makeup like me, especially like beating a face, what are your thoughts? You know, thank you so much to everyone for your questions. Like, share, subscribe. Tell us what you guys would like to see. And yay, I beat my baby's face. I'm really proud of myself.
It's not bad. I could go somewhere. I would just blend it a bit and then leave the house, honey.
Respect, shout out to my baby.
Do you respect me now? It's not easy.
It's really not easy. So now when we're going out, I'll be more patient, because it's not easy.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, but you look great as always.
Thank you. This lash is okay. It's about to fall off, but it's okay.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.